Okay, if you like the stock market trade ideas, stock market setups, that's what this channel is about. I'm going to get right into it. Today, we're going to look at what's going on in the market. I think there's an opportunity here for some more upside, so I want to point that out in the market and really what I'm looking to do and how I'm looking to play that. Okay, so we'll get right into the charts. Guys, if you're finding value in the content, thumbs up is supposed to help the channel, so go ahead and click that. I appreciate that. Finally, if you're interested in learning this as a skill set, I have a stock market technical analysis course. It is by no means a day trading course. It's not meant to basically, it's not a get rich quick course or anything like that. I'm not promising any of that. All I'm promising is a way to develop your skill set in reading the charts, finding key trade setups, finding actionable ways to take trades and interact within the market. This is a trader's market for sure. 2022 was a trader's market. It's not a market where you can just tuck something away and go to sleep. So I think it helps to understand how to read the charts, and that's in the course. Check it out. Again, also, I do have a private member group. Private member group is it's $5 a month, and in general, I'm able to just communicate at a more frequent level and really a lot more acute trading ideas there. So I'm giving additional trade ideas within that group. I'm also giving additional market insights, kind of key levels, and really just giving you guys general communication on what I see in the charts throughout the day. So I post that stuff in the trading group. Link in the description for both of those. Okay, that's enough. Let's look into the triple Qs. Here's what we've got going on, all right? And I'm just going to give you guys kind of the short-term time frame because here's where I think we're heading. All right, we had a big trading range, obviously, that we were trading in for the last couple weeks. We broke out of that trading range yesterday. Today, we had more follow-through. Nice, strong upside. Now, intraday, we did have a little bit of a reversal, but in general, if you can see here on the NASDAQ futures, this is the level of former resistance, and it's about 11,185 or so, 180, somewhere right in there. Former resistance. Okay, there it is. And we broke out and we came in for a back test. So that is support right now. Now, nothing says it's going to hold, but we're at support. And so until that proves that it's not going to hold, then we want to treat that as support. And I think we're going to continue to rally up to the next target, which I have at the green line right up here at 11,485 or somewhere right in there, okay? That's kind of your former area of support, which should now be resistance, and it's just right overhead. So I think we got another move up maybe in the next couple days. We'll see. That's the NASDAQ futures. Going to triple Qs. All right, the ETF, very similar setup. All right, here's the trading range. I had it kind of marked in green. We broke out, obviously, today with a gap up and a big move up. Former support or former resistance, which is marked right here, should now be support. Okay, so you rally up, you come down for support. That's a buy zone right there. To me, that looks like the area where this should hold support for the next move higher. And so if that holds and we do rally, then I think we rally up to this target. For me, it's the final target that I have on this potential rally. It's about 279.50. All right, so I think that's in the cards. Probably in the next couple days, we'll see. But from where we're at now, that's a potential to rally up another, it's about 3.5% from where we're at, from where we closed the day. So I went into the close today. Once we hit this support level, I was long, and intraday, basically I was long in the morning, short towards in the afternoon, and then closed out my short at the end of the day and reverse long. Okay, so now I'm looking for that rally. So that's intraday stuff. I don't really try to, talk about that here on these videos, but if you're in the private trading group, I do tell you guys, what to look for on those levels. So that's how we're playing it, looking for that move up to 279.50. Okay, let's look at the S&P 500. Here's the SPY. Again, very similar setup. Former resistance, all right, gap right there validates that reaction. There it is here. Okay, a couple reactions, and that was former resistance, and we rallied up, and that is now, we closed pretty much right there on support. So that is basically it. I mean, that across the board is the market really closed at what looks to be a key level of support with no indication that this uptrend has ended. So I think we rally from here. up to 397.80. There's a gap to fill right there. I think that's probably the final target, at least for me right there. Okay, so I got that on the SPY. IWM small caps. Take a look at that one. This one could come down a little more. There is some support right here at about 176. Okay, you can see that's the former resistance. So maybe we do want to come down a little bit more and hit that support before rallying. But I'm not so sure because the rest of the major indices, SPY and QQQs, closed right at support. So they will likely dictate the direction of IWM. So that's what I have on that one. And again, if this rallies, I don't think we get much beyond probably about this 182.50 or so right in there. As I roll out on the daily chart, I just was on an hourly, I went down to the daily. That would be the downtrend line. That's your bear market right there. So you can see all the tags of that trend line. So if you rally right there in that area, that's your bear market. So major resistance there. No reason to remain long at major resistance in a bear market. Okay, here's gold. Gold futures sitting right at resistance. Basically rallied up. Kind of just didn't do much today, but basically just kind of hung out there at resistance. So gold's at resistance. I think we're probably going to get a pullback in gold and the miners. And, you know, I still like to buy the dips here, but I think we're about to experience that dip. So, and then if I look at the dollar futures, you can see on this one, I think we could go down a little bit more, but on the daily chart, really it's on the weekly chart. I've got this trend line coming off 2011. All right, lots of reactions. I've got it all marked out there. And we're basically just right there. A little more downside potentially, but close enough to major support. So that's it on the dollar and gold. Lyft, talked about this one. This is the hourly chart, and I've really just kind of got, it's kind of marked up as this bullish falling wedge pattern, really right in here. Okay, the big old wedge. And I talked about a buy signal or breakout of the wedge that'd be your buy signal. And sure enough, boom, came yesterday. And this thing's up. I mean, you know, if you took the buy signal when it really came, this thing at the high was up about 13% in 2 days. So now we're seeing a pullback. So maybe a little more downside support. There's a gap to potentially fill right down here. So again, I don't think there's any indication that this rally is finished, but you know, maybe it wants to gap down and then rally. I think there's some more upside here, probably up to this 1391 area for the next move higher. But yeah, it's kind of in the middle of, you know, it's kind of in the middle of support and resistance right now. So no real trade here. I took some profit on this one about halfway through the trading day when it was up, you know, quite a bit. So, okay, I think that's about all I have for trade ideas. A lot of these long trades I've been talking about for the last couple, you know, week or so, set up for the long, they're all playing out now. So if you've been with me, kind of going back to the triple Qs, again, I kind of was, you know, I continued to look for a long as we're in this trading range, and sure enough, now that's, you know, playing out. So looking for a little more upside, and then we'll probably look to flip short again. All right, guys, if you find value, drop me a thumbs up. Check out the course. There's lots of value and good content in there, and it's priced affordable. And then join up on the private member group. Try it for a month. If you don't like it, you can always leave. So no big deal there. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.